Have you ever wondered how a single contract can change the course of a team's future? Well, the San Francisco 49ers are facing a tough reality with a recent decision that has left them feeling cornered. With a player poised for greatness now, tied to a deal that could haunt them, the question remains, was holding on to him worth it? Stick around as we dive into the details that could reshape our beloved franchise's direction. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with all the latest San Francisco 49ers news. The situation surrounding Brandon AIYUK in the San Francisco 49ers is complex, and as a passionate fan, I can't help but feel a mix of frustration and disappointment. Just a short while ago, it seemed like AIYUK was on the verge of becoming a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. The trade was practically in the bag, but then AIYUK made a surprising decision to accept the 49ers' best offer for a long-term deal. Kyle Shanahan, the head coach, rushed to halt the trade, believing he had a star receiver in the making. Now, fast forward to the present, and it's clear that this decision has left the 49ers in a tight spot. The contract AIYUK signed is now a burden, not an asset. With a $22.85 million bonus coming due, the timing couldn't be worse. Adam Schefter pointed out that once the 49ers pay this bonus, any potential trade talks will be dead in the water. But let's be real. Were there even any talks to begin with? Who would want to take on a contract for a player who's recovering from an ACL tear and might not be back to his best until 2026? Let's dig deeper into the financial implications. Starting Tuesday, a hefty $24.95 million option bonus for 2026 will become fully guaranteed. AIYUK was on the rise, but with his injury and the lack of production prior to it, the reality is that no team is going to touch this deal. The 49ers could theoretically cut ties and move on, but there's a catch. AIYUK can't pass a physical. Right now, and since the payment is already guaranteed for injury, the 49ers would still owe him that money, even if they were to release him. It's a no-win situation. As a fan, I can't help but think that the 49ers might regret not pulling the trigger on that trade when they had the chance. But admit it? That's a different story. Do we even need them to? I mean, isn't it easier to hide behind the curtain of hope that he'll make a miraculous comeback? Still, the reality is weighing heavily on my mind, and I know I'm not alone in this sentiment. What could this mean for the 49ers' future? It's a tough pill to swallow. The upcoming seasons hinge on smart roster decisions, especially with the cap space. AIYUK's lingering injury complicates everything. It's not just about his potential anymore, it's about what the 49ers can do moving forward. There's a sense of urgency to build a championship-caliber team, and this contract is a ball and chain on that ambition. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. AIYUK has shown flashes of brilliance, but at what cost? I feel like we're stuck in limbo, waiting to see if he can regain his form. The stakes are high, and the pressure is mounting for the front office to find a way out of this situation without damaging the team's future. And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you optimistic about AIYUK's recovery, or do you think the 49ers need to explore other options? Your thoughts matter, and this is a conversation we need to have as a fan base. The San Francisco 49ers are stirring the pot once again, and this time it's centered around a bold proposal involving none other than Christian McCaffrey. Can you believe that? The notion of trading the 2023 Offensive Player of the Year sounds outrageous at first, but let's take a closer look. The 49ers have already made headlines by shipping off Deebo Samuel to the Washington Commanders, a move that left fans scratching their heads as they took on a staggering $31.5 million in dead money for just a fifth-round pick in 2025. So, is it really that far-fetched to consider McCaffrey's name in trade discussions? A recent piece from NFL writer Alian Mohammed suggests that the Cowboys could be potential suitors, offering 2 third-round picks, one in this April's draft and another in 2026. On the surface, this might seem like a terrible deal for the Niners, especially given McCaffrey's explosive capabilities when he's healthy. But we have to remember, he's approaching 29 years old, and history tells us that running backs tend to hit a wall around this age. Plus, let's not forget the injury history. He missed significant time in 2020 and 2021 and faced issues last year too. Now let's break this down. McCaffrey is an incredible talent, no doubt. He can change the game with just one play, and when he's on the field, he's a nightmare for defenses. But at what cost? He's the second highest paid running back in the league, with an annual average salary of $19 million. That's a hefty price to pay for a player who's struggled to stay healthy consistently. So, while he could be the key to turning around a frustrating 6-11 season, the reality is that availability is the best ability, and that's been a concern with him. Trading McCaffrey would mean eating $32 million in dead money, which is a significant hit. But consider the draft landscape. The 2025 draft is shaping up to be loaded in the middle rounds, and the Niners could find themselves a rookie running back with fresh legs and plenty of upside. It aligns perfectly with the team's recent focus on getting younger and cheaper. I mean, it's a risky move, but it could pay off in the long run. Do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. I love McCaffrey's game, but if the organization is serious about restructuring and building for the future, then maybe this makes sense. I can see both sides of the argument, and I know many of you might feel the same way. The 49ers have a history of making bold moves, and while this one might seem off the wall, it could be a strategic play to reshape the team as they head into the next chapter. And what about the emotional aspect of this? McCaffrey is a fan favorite, a player who brings excitement every time he touches the ball. Letting him go wouldn't just be a business decision. It would hit the fan base hard. But if the goal is to create a more sustainable, competitive team, in the long run, sacrifices may need to be made. So I want to hear from you. What do you think about this potential trade? Do you support the idea of moving McCaffrey, or are you hoping that he stays put as a cornerstone of the offense? Join the debate in the comments below. Your opinions matter, and I'm eager to see how you all feel about this situation. As always, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on all things 49ers, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's keep this conversation going and see where the offseason takes us. 49ers fans, unite!